what would you say is your, in your final, what I hope 6 games calling NBA, your favorite NBA moment? What would that be that you were at a mic for, that you'll remember, that you would want people to, somebody might remember, Marv, for you?
Well, there are 2 moments, because one was just watching when we did the Dream Team in '92 in Barcelona, and when they played in the Tournament of Americas, which was the qualifying round, took place in Portland. When this group walked out on the floor, I mean, they're the greatest group of athletes in the history of team sports. I got the chills when I saw them walk out. I mean, it was, even though they, just swept through all the basically the entire tournament. They had one close game with Croatia, but that wasn't even, you knew what the final score was going to be. So that was a different kind of moment. You're looking at Jordan and Bird and Magic and Malone, Ewing, Barkley, the whole group, Chris Mullin. I've never seen a team like that. Even any All-Star team didn't compare to that over the years. But in terms of a moment, also, there were 2 of them in terms of actually playing moments. Back to 1970, when some of our older generation fans may recall, when Willis Reed was not supposed to play in the 1970 7th game finals against the Lakers, and at the last moment walked onto the Garden Court and then hit 2 jump shots, played maybe 22 minutes, and the Knicks were inspired to beat the Lakers. That was the loudest crowd I have ever heard when he walked out from right under our broadcast booth. And the other was Michael Jordan in the flu game in Utah, with the performance that he put on. And then as he went back on timeouts to the huddle at the bench with teammates like Scottie Pippen and Bill Cartwright, helping him back to the bench, and he looked like he was going to faint. And he'd sit on the bench, he'd recover, go back out, and continue to play Jordan-style basketball. It was unbelievable to see that kind of emotion. And so I put those 2 up top.
And what about the NFL, Marv? You calling games for NBC Sports on television and then Super Bowls on Westwood 1. What about the NFL for you?
The most significant, there were, I would say, the David Tyree catch against the Patriots when he held it against his helmet. The miraculous catch with Eli Manning throwing the pass. That was probably most significant. As one who followed the Giants for, you lose your, you have to be objective. You lose your fan. I would say you're no longer a fan when you're doing these things. But that really struck me. That was incredible. So. And with hockey, it was the Rangers finally winning the Stanley Cup in 1994. That I thought would never happen. And they did. They beat Vancouver in Game 7 at the Garden.
Well, Marv, this means the world that you would call me before your final games and on a birthday. And I've embarrassed you this way before, and I don't. And I know you probably expected, me to maybe put you in this position because I don't care, because I'll do it. I do. Honestly, I do what I do for a living because of you. And growing up in Staten Island, New York, and watching you on WNBC and listening to you call Knicks and Rangers games, it made me want to do the job. It made me want to do this. You were the voice of so many great sports moments for me, and I just wanted to do this. And the fact that I have an opportunity to tell you this in front of anybody who will listen or see it, it means the world to me. It really does. You and I know I'm not the only one who's in this business because of you. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much. For real.
That's so nice of you. I'm very kind. I really appreciate that. And I wish you continued success. It's wonderful to see what you have achieved, and even in my retirement, if you're looking for a guest, I'm here.
Well, I will take you up on that, Marv. And okay. And this is strange, but as the ultimate thank you, I will suggest if you haven't seen Schitt's Creek yet, you should see it. It's a terrific.
Well, I'm a great fan of Chris Elliott from
from the Letterman
days with Letterman, and Chris. I thought was terrific from starting out as the man under the seats. I don't know if you recall.
Of course.
In the NBC days, right to his impressions. So I'm going to eventually get to that over the summer.
You will.
Everybody says the same thing that you're mentioning.
It is terrific, and he's great in it. And Marv, you are the greatest. Have an enjoyable time calling the rest of these Eastern Conference Finals. Best to Heather, and may you get everything you want out of retirement. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
You bet. You're the best. That's Marv Albert. Oh my God, he just called.
Knew that one would get you.
I mean, come on. I'm never.
Knew that one would get you.
I'm very fortunate to do what I do for a living, and very fortunate to have done it for as long as I have, because NFL Network put out a very nice birthday wish today, and it's me and my first. I think my first PR shoot as the host of NFL Network.
Looks like it.
I look like a child.
Well, you look like Zach Wilson.
No, but I am not going to. No, I don't. The problem is I don't look like Zach Wilson.
He's a graduating
I've
senior.
never looked like Zach Wilson.
It's graduation
Ever.
week.
I will never look like Zach Wilson. But I do have a baby face at age 33. All right, but I'm never going to sit here and I'm never going to be jaded. I will never be jaded. Ever. That is one of the coolest things of all time. As I told Reggie Jackson today, my God, like if you told me at age 7, age 8, Marv. So.
I mean.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.